Plastic surgery disasters. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we will dive into a super hot and shocking topic: celebrities who ruined their faces with plastic surgery. In the glamorous world of showbiz, where beauty is everything, some stars have taken risks and paid a high price. Failed surgeries, wrong decisions have changed them forever. Let's explore the stories full of drama and valuable lessons. Today, we explore a dramatic topic: celebrities who have ruined their faces with plastic surgery. In the glamour of Hollywood, where beauty is a calling card, some stars have gambled with their looks and received unexpected results. From disastrous surgeries to changes that shocked fans, let's uncover the truth and the lessons behind them. Hey guys, have you ever heard or known someone who had a problem because of plastic surgery? If so, leave a 1 and share a little bit about that story. If not, comment a 0. Don't forget to enjoy this dramatic video. Click like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to support us to continue bringing more interesting content. Michael Jackson is not only the king of pop with a brilliant career, but also one of the most typical examples of cosmetic surgery abuse in the entertainment industry. Born with brown skin and a typical African-American angular face, Michael gradually changed his appearance to the point of being unrecognizable. Over the years, he underwent a series of nose surgeries, chin reduction, cheek implants, eyebrow tattoos, and especially skin lightening, which once caused fierce controversy. Every time he appeared, the public was amazed by his strange appearance. Many people called it the artificial deformation of a musical genius. Many cosmetic experts and doctors have said that Michael suffered from body dysmorphic disorder, which led to him never being satisfied with his appearance. The extreme changes to his face made Michael become strange to his fans. His nose became increasingly small to the point of being deformed. His face was pale and lifeless, and his lips were edited to make his expression no longer natural. Although he has repeatedly denied the number of surgeries, the actual images over the years have proven otherwise. Behind that artificial appearance was a sensitive soul, constantly torn between societal expectations, beauty standards, and self-obsession. Michael Jackson's career remains a great icon, but it was the negative changes in his appearance that became the tragic theme of his life. Michael's case is a clear warning about the consequences of excessive plastic surgery, especially in the harsh entertainment industry, where appearance can become an insurmountable pressure. Meg Ryan was once considered the American muse, with her sweet natural beauty and captivating acting in classic romantic films such as When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, or You've Got Mail. Her bright face, radiant smile, and charming demeanor helped her become the ideal model for millions of viewers throughout the 1990s. However, entering middle age, Meg began to face the pressure to maintain her beauty, something that many Hollywood stars have experienced. And since then, she has chosen the wrong path: excessive plastic surgery. Meg Ryan's change in appearance shocked fans. Her face became stiff, her expression unnatural, her lips were disproportionately swollen, and her cheeks were overfilled, making her entire face look like a statue. The media once described her as no longer herself, and fans could not help but regret her pure beauty. Although Meg has never publicly admitted to having plastic surgery, the obvious changes over time say it all. Meg Ryan's story is a heartbreaking example of the dark side of the entertainment industry, when the pressure to maintain a youthful appearance causes many stars to trade naturalness for artificial interventions. Not only does it affect their personal image, these changes also have an impact on Meg's acting career, as roles that require emotional subtlety become difficult to portray with an inflexible face. Her case is a reminder that sometimes accepting natural aging is still the wiser and more respectful choice. Reid was one of Hollywood's brightest faces in the late 1990s and early 2000s, famous for films such as American Pie and Van Wilder. With her attractive figure, charming smile, and dynamic temperament, she quickly became a beloved sex symbol. However, when her career began to slow down, Tara fell into a spiral of obsession with her appearance and decided to seek plastic surgery as a way to maintain her appeal. Unfortunately, instead of enhancing her beauty, the failed surgeries made her the focus of criticism and ridicule. Reid has openly admitted to having undergone breast augmentation and liposuction, two surgeries that she described as disastrous. Tara's breasts were severely disfigured after the surgery, with visible scars, uneven skin tone, and indentations that were difficult to hide. Meanwhile, her abdomen became wrinkled and lost elasticity after the liposuction, making her unable to confidently wear swimsuits or appear in front of the camera. Tara has shared in the media that the consequences of the surgery left her depressed, losing her acting roles and becoming an easy target for the tabloids. Reid's story is a wake-up call to the real risks of plastic surgery, especially when done incorrectly or for the wrong reasons. Once a promising actress with a bright future, Tara became living proof that looks alone cannot sustain a reputation in the entertainment industry. Despite her attempts to return to television and entertainment, Reid's image will forever be associated with the haunting memory of irreparable mistakes. Have you ever felt pressured to change your appearance to look more perfect, for example, from social media or the environment around you? If so, leave a number 2 and share your feelings. If not, comment number 5. Don't forget to watch this dramatic video, click like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to support us to bring more interesting content. Simon Cowell, the famous judge of TV shows such as American Idol, Britain's Got Talent, and The X Factor, is famous for his strong personality, outspoken comments, and classic fashion style. For many years, Simon has been known for his masculine, sharp, and powerful image on television. However, as his age began to show, he, like many other famous people, could not resist the pressure to rejuvenate his image. The excessive change in appearance, especially his increasingly stiff and unnatural face, made Simon a hot topic on social networks and international media. Simon Cowell has admitted to using Botox fillers and non-surgical cosmetic treatments to smooth his skin and rejuvenate his face. However, over time, his face began to show signs of deformation, unusually puffy cheeks, sunken eyes, and skin so shiny that it lost its natural expression. His face was so smooth and artificial that it was difficult for the audience to recognize the old Simon's demeanor that used to make contestants wary of every comment. This change was not only surprising, but also made many people think that he was losing his original identity. In the face of mounting criticism, Simon Cowell later openly shared that he went too far with cosmetic interventions and decided to stop. He even said that he had all the fillers removed from his face to get back to being a real person. Simon's case is proof that not only women, but also men in the entertainment industry are under great pressure about their appearance. And sometimes the pursuit of perfect looks makes them become strangers to themselves, both in image and style. Nicole Kidman, an Oscar-winning actress and an icon of elegance and grace in the film industry, has long captivated audiences with her top-notch acting and elegant appearance. With her smooth, white skin, radiant blonde hair, and luxurious demeanor, she is a familiar face on the red carpet and in famous films such as Moulin Rouge: The Hours or Big Little Lies. However, as time passed, Nicole began to face the pressure of maintaining her beauty, which led to her being suspected of abusing non-surgical cosmetic procedures, especially Botox. Many viewers and experts have noticed a clear difference in Nicole's face in public appearances. Her unusually shiny forehead, lack of flexibility in her face, and stiff expressions have disappointed many people. Although Nicole has never admitted to having plastic surgery, she once admitted to using Botox but later gave it up because it looked stiff and not like me anymore. These changes have led some to believe that her natural beauty and delicate expressions, which are her powerful weapons on screen, have been hidden by her overly tight skin and expressionless face. While Nicole's cosmetic interventions were not as disastrous as many other stars, her embrace of artificial beauty is still regrettable to the public. In an industry that values appearance as much as Hollywood, the pressure to fight aging is understandable. But Nicole Kidman's story is a reminder that even the most perfect beauties can fall into the trap of trying to hold on to youth at all costs. And that price is sometimes the loss of the natural beauty that makes for lasting appeal. Madonna, the irreplaceable music icon of the 80s and 90s, is famous not only for her musical talent and daring style, but also for her ability to constantly reinvent her image throughout her career. With her rebellious spirit, her ability to break the norm, and her career spanning decades, Madonna has always amazed the world with each comeback. However, in recent years, the focus on her has shifted from her music to her excessive changes to her face, the result of excessive plastic surgery and rejuvenation procedures.
I think the girls with their nails done now.
From the mid-2010s onwards, Madonna began to appear with a plump face, unusually puffy cheeks, and wrinkle-free skin despite being over 60 years old. These images sparked a wave of fierce controversy on social media. The peak was at the 2023 Grammy Awards, when the singer shocked everyone with her unrecognizable appearance. Netizens compared Madonna's face to a wax doll, while the media called it the result of an obsession with eternal youth. Although she always insisted that she had no regrets, this change made the public miss the image of a natural, sharp, and individual Madonna of the past. Madonna has said that she feels discriminated against for getting older and refuses to back down from ageism. But her story also reflects the dark side of the entertainment industry, where age, especially for women, is seen as a sign of the end. The pursuit of youthfulness at all costs has made Madonna, once an inspirational icon, the target of both sympathy and criticism. Her case is a reminder that sometimes true power comes from accepting and loving yourself at every stage of your life. Jennifer Grey was a promising face in Hollywood in the 1980s, widely known for her role as Baby in the classic film Dirty Dancing 1987. Her unique beauty with a slightly hooked nose, her signature feature, helped Jennifer create a difference among the female stars at that time. She was a symbol of natural beauty, personality, and approachability, which was rare in an industry that favored perfection. However, it was this outstanding feature that became the reason why she decided to have cosmetic surgery on her nose. And that was also the turning point that disappeared Jennifer Grey from the spotlight. After 2 rhinoplasty surgeries, Jennifer became not herself. Her new face made her almost unrecognizable to the audience. Even acquaintances and colleagues did not recognize her in real life. In an industry that relies on recognition and image, this was a fatal blow. Jennifer once bitterly shared, "I walked into the operating room like a star and walked out like a nobody." The loss of her distinctive identity caused her career to decline rapidly, no longer receiving the big roles as before. Jennifer Grey's story is one of the most iconic and heartbreaking examples of the negative effects of plastic surgery in the entertainment industry. When the pressure to be perfect overwhelms confidence in one's own individuality, the consequences can be not only a change in appearance, but also a loss of identity, the very thing that made her successful. Although she later returned to small roles and was remembered by audiences, the image of Baby from years ago is still the peak that cannot be repeated, and all because of a decision to change her nose, seemingly small but too big for a star's life. Megan Fox was once considered the most beautiful and sexy icon in Hollywood in the 2000s, especially after her role as Michaela in the Transformers series. With her captivating blue eyes, sharp facial features, and outstanding charisma, she quickly became a fashion icon, the face of many brands, and the desire of millions of fans. However, when she entered the peak of her fame, Megan began to have obvious changes in her appearance, especially her face, leading many to believe that she had undergone excessive cosmetic surgery. The changes were gradually evident: a slimmer nose, unusually full lips, high cheekbones, and unnaturally shiny skin. Megan's face became more and more strange over the years, making many fans regret the original beauty that made her the sexy goddess brand. Although she has never officially admitted to having plastic surgery, industry experts have repeatedly analyzed Megan's image and confirmed that she may have had fillers, Botox, rhinoplasty, and possibly chin surgery. The framed face has limited Megan's expression in later roles. Megan Fox's story is a stark reflection of the pressure to maintain appearance in the modern entertainment world, where age and expectations of perfection can make even the most beautiful people lose confidence. Although she continues to work in the arts and maintains her appeal to a segment of fans, the image of Megan in Transformers, with her natural cool beauty and personality, is still something that audiences will always regret. It is also a testament to a harsh reality in the pursuit of artificial perfection. People sometimes lose the very thing that made them special in the first place. Kylie Jenner, the youngest of the Kardashian-Jenner family, has transformed from a little-known girl on the reality TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians into one of the world's most prominent beauty icons and businesswomen. She is the founder of Kylie Cosmetics, helping to redefine modern beauty standards with her plump lips, smooth skin, and seductive curves. However, behind that successful transformation is a controversial cosmetic intervention process that lasted for many years, especially when Kylie initially denied and later admitted to using fillers. At the age of 17, Kylie appeared with unusually thick lips, a far cry from her natural appearance. The change was so obvious that the media and public questioned whether she had undergone any cosmetic surgery. Initially, she claimed that she had only used makeup to make her lips thicker, but after public pressure, Kylie confessed to using lip fillers. Since then, her appearance has changed continuously. Her nose became slimmer, her jawline sharper, her bust and hips incredibly fuller, although she has always denied having breast implants or butt surgery. Kylie's face gradually became artificial, causing the public to split into two groups, admirers and critics. Kylie Jenner's status as a beauty icon for a generation is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, she inspires confidence and the ability to make money from her looks. On the other hand, her perfect image has left many young women feeling pressured to compare and crave beauty at all costs. Kylie, from internet sensation to self-made billionaire, is a testament to the power of personal image. But at the same time, she is also a clear symbol of the age of artificial aesthetics, where beauty is created with needles, liposuction tubes, and layers of filters rather than with personality and naturalness. Cher has been one of the most influential entertainers for over 5 decades, with a career spanning music, film, and fashion. With her distinctive voice and unique performance style, she is considered the ageless queen of Hollywood. However, alongside her talent and chic image, Cher is also known for her controversial plastic surgery decisions, many of which are said to have made her lose her natural beauty and become significantly different. From the 1980s to the early 2000s, Cher underwent a series of facial surgeries, including facelifts, cheek fillers, skin tightening, and Botox injections. The result was a face that became increasingly tense, losing its natural softness with limited expressions and a somewhat stiff appearance. These changes made Cher the center of discussion and were criticized many times for looking fake and unrecognizable. Some cosmetic experts even called it a surgical disaster due to the uncontrolled, prolonged abuse. Cher, however, has always been confident in her choices and sees plastic surgery as part of her beauty journey to maintain her stage presence. Her story not only reflects the enormous pressure female artists face to maintain their youthful appearance, but also exemplifies the conflict in the entertainment industry between wanting to stay young and accepting age. Cher, with all her ups and downs, remains an eternal icon, but also a warning about the consequences of overdoing it in the never-ending beauty race. Lily Rose Depp, daughter of actor Johnny Depp and singer Vanessa Paradis, has made a strong impression since her public appearance with her pure beauty, a blend of French elegance and modern American style. With a delicate face, big round eyes, and smooth skin, she quickly became a fashion icon and sought-after actress. While many young stars choose the path of cosmetic surgery to change their appearance, Lily Rose still retains her natural beauty, highly appreciated for knowing how to take care of herself without following the trend of excessive plastic surgery. However, in an entertainment industry where the pressure to maintain appearance is immense, Lily Rose has not been immune to speculation about subtle cosmetic interventions. Some fans and the media have commented on the subtle changes to her face, especially her lips and nose bridge, areas that are often enhanced with fillers or Botox injections. However, unlike many other stars, these interventions do not take away from her natural beauty, but only help Lily Rose look more radiant and perfect when appearing in front of the camera. Under pressure from the beauty industry, Lily Rose Depp may be a prime example of how to maintain her natural beauty while subtly supporting modern aesthetics. While there is no evidence or photos of her being disfigured by excessive plastic surgery, her story is a reminder that beauty choices must be carefully considered so as not to lose their own unique features and personality. With this wise balance, Lily Rose is gradually asserting her position as a promising young star and representative of modern, sophisticated beauty. Courteney Cox, the actress famous for her role as Monica Geller in the series Friends, was once loved for her bright smile, friendly face, and natural youthful beauty despite her age. However, as time passed, she began to show obvious changes on her face, making the public doubt that she had undergone plastic surgery. Recent photos show that Courteney's face is increasingly tense and stiff, with her eyes and forehead lacking in expressive flexibility. These signs are considered by many experts to be the result of excessive use of Botox and fillers, causing the face to lose its natural softness. Courteney also admitted to having tried Botox, but it seems that she could not control the level, leading to a somewhat fake face and no longer having the flexible expressions as before. This change makes many fans feel regretful because a youthful, fresh, and somewhat approachable Courteney Cox has become more distant and rigid. Despite this, Courteney remains a major icon of the 90s and early 2000s with memorable roles and a stable career. Her story about plastic surgery is a warning to many young artists not to pursue beauty too much because naturalness and individuality are what create lasting appeal. Courteney Cox is still trying to balance between maintaining her appearance and maintaining her naturalness, a difficult but admirable journey in the stressful world of showbiz. Mickey Rourke was one of Hollywood's most handsome and promising actors in the 1980s, with impressive roles in films such as 912 Weeks and Angel Heart. With his masculine, angular, and rugged appearance, he quickly won the hearts of audiences and became a symbol of charm. However, his film career also experienced many ups and downs, and a large part of it was related to controversial cosmetic decisions, which made his face increasingly deformed and strained. After a long career as a professional boxer, Mickey Rourke returned to the screen, but his face had been severely damaged by a series of cosmetic surgeries. The attempts to smooth out the scars and signs of aging had the opposite effect: sunken cheeks, a misshapen chin, and an unbalanced face with a stiff expression. Many fans and experts commented that Mickey's current face is almost unrecognizable from his former glory, even causing a feeling of horror and making him a typical example of plastic surgery disaster. Despite the criticism, Mickey Rourke has been candid about his plastic surgery decisions, saying they are part of his life and career. He has said that he wants to maintain his form and continue to appear on screen with the most suitable appearance possible, even at the expense of his naturalness and original image. Mickey Rourke's story is a clear warning about the dark side of plastic surgery in the entertainment industry, where the pressure to maintain appearance and youth can cause once famous stars to trade their faces and careers. Melanie Griffith was a Hollywood beauty icon in the 80s and 90s, with her prominent roles in Working Girl and Something Wild. With her round face, smooth skin, and natural charm, she attracted the attention of the media and audiences. However, over time, Melanie gradually revealed signs of excessive cosmetic intervention, making her appearance different and controversial. In recent years, the public has noticed that Melanie's face has become increasingly tense, losing its soft and natural look. Especially the skin around her eyes and forehead is excessively puffy, along with her unusually thick lips and hard jawline, making her look older than her real age and lacking vitality. Many people think that she has abused Botox fillers and may have had additional unsuccessful facelift or nose jobs. This change has caused Melanie to lose the charm that made her famous, but instead has an awkward, unnatural appearance. Although Melanie has said she feels comfortable with her beauty decisions, her story is also a testament to the consequences that cosmetic surgery abuse can cause. In the entertainment industry, maintaining youthful beauty is a huge pressure, but without proper control, plastic surgery can become a double-edged sword, damaging the image and career. Melanie Griffith is a valuable reminder of the price of artificial perfection in the glamorous but harsh world of Hollywood. Carrot Top, the stage name of Scott Thompson, is a famous comedian with his signature red hair and unique comedic style. However, in recent years, Carrot Top has caused a lot of controversy because of his appearance that has changed significantly due to plastic surgery. Previously, he had a natural, friendly, and approachable face, but now Carrot Top's face shows many signs of excessive intervention with the knife, such as shiny skin, stiff lines, and inflexible expressions. Many believe that Carrot Top's cosmetic surgeries, be it Botox fillers or facelifts, have taken away his natural features and made him look so different that he is almost unrecognizable. Although the original intention was to rejuvenate and improve his appearance, the results have backfired as his face has become more awkward and less attractive. This is a typical example of the risks that artists can encounter when they go too far with cosmetic surgery, exchanging their natural looks for artificial perfection that lacks vitality. Tori Spelling, the actress who rose to fame as Donna on Beverly Hills 90210, was once known for her friendly face and natural beauty. However, over the years, she has undergone many cosmetic procedures to maintain and enhance her appearance. Instead of making her look younger and more beautiful, the excessive plastic surgery has gradually made Tori's appearance different and controversial in the eyes of the public. The most obvious signs appear on the face, such as overly thick lips, abnormally puffy cheekbones, a pointed chin, and unnaturally shiny skin, causing Tori to lose her softness and natural approachability. These changes have led to her being criticized as fake and losing the natural beauty that once made her mark. The public has expressed regret that Tori is increasingly looking strange and unrecognizable compared to the image of a young, dynamic girl on the small screen. Despite this, Tori Spelling has always stood by her decision to undergo cosmetic surgery, admitting that she sees it as part of her life and how she maintains her public image. Tori's story is a testament to the immense pressure that celebrities face in the entertainment industry, where appearance is a key measure, and a reminder to anyone considering cosmetic surgery that naturalness and balance are the most important factors in maintaining long-term beauty. Aubrey O'Day, singer and member of the group Danity Kane, was once known for her bright face, radiant smile, and natural beauty. However, over time, she began experimenting with plastic surgery to enhance her appearance to better match her celebrity image and career in the entertainment industry. These interventions, instead of making Aubrey look younger, caused significant changes to her face and caused much controversy among the public. Some of the noticeable changes on Aubrey O'Day's face include overpumped lips, which make her lose her natural charm, along with unnatural interventions on her cheeks and chin, which make her face look unbalanced and awkward. The obvious change in appearance has made many fans feel regretful, even react negatively, because Aubrey no longer retains her youthful and natural beauty of the past. In addition, the abuse of fillers and Botox also takes away the flexible expressions on her face, making her look lifeless and a bit stiff. Despite the criticism of her appearance, Aubrey O'Day remains confident and continues to maintain her beauty style. Her story is a clear warning about the potential risks of overusing plastic surgery to change one's appearance, especially in the entertainment industry where the pressure to maintain beauty is very high. It also highlights the importance of balancing beauty with preserving one's natural beauty so as not to lose one's own identity and charm. Katie Price, once a famous model with a charming beauty and seductive style, has had a turbulent journey related to plastic surgery. Initially, Katie possessed a youthful face and sexy lines, attracting the attention of the public and the media. However, in an effort to preserve her beauty and hold on to her youth, she underwent many cosmetic interventions. These decisions later led to obvious changes in her face, making her a stranger to her original image. Katie Price's cosmetic procedures are said to have included breast augmentation fillers and Botox, as well as numerous facial modifications, especially to her lips and chin. The result is that her face looks increasingly full, stiff, and lacking its natural softness. The overly full lips give off an artificial feeling, while the other features become harsh and no longer harmonious as before. These changes have made her the subject of constant discussion and criticism from the media and fans, and have reduced her inherent appeal in the entertainment industry. Despite being accused by many of destroying her natural beauty through excessive plastic surgery, Katie Price has always been confident and not afraid to openly share her beauty process. She sees those interventions as part of her life and her way of adapting to the pressures of the entertainment industry. However, Katie's story is also a clear warning about the risks that plastic surgery can cause if not properly controlled, as well as the importance of preserving natural features to maintain lasting attractiveness. So, we have just gone through the amazing stories of celebrities who ruined their faces due to plastic surgery. These lessons remind us that true beauty is not only about appearance, but also about confidence and health. What do you think about these stories? Leave a comment, share your thoughts, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell to watch the next interesting videos. See you in the next video. Plastic surgery can be a life-changing decision for many, offering an opportunity for transformation and a boost in self-confidence. But what happens when things go horribly wrong? In this video, we're diving deep into the shocking and sometimes tragic stories of 20 times plastic surgery went terribly wrong. From botched procedures to dangerous complications, these stories will make you rethink the risks behind the quest for beauty. Stay tuned as we explore the consequences of when cosmetic surgery doesn't go as planned. Do you think plastic surgery can lead to scary consequences? If you've heard of failed surgery stories, drop a 1 in the comments. If you don't think so, comment with a 0. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with more fascinating stories. Thanks for watching. Jocelyn Wildenstein, a Swiss socialite, became famous for her Catwoman nickname due to her cat-like appearance. Her transformation began after she married billionaire art dealer Alec Wildenstein. Many rumors suggest that Alec's love for cats was the inspiration behind Jocelyn's decision to alter her appearance to resemble one. Over the years, she underwent numerous surgeries, including facelifts, lip fillers, and eyelid procedures. These changes caused her face to become tight and unnatural, creating a distinctly feline look. However, Jocelyn's marriage to Alec ended in a highly publicized divorce. Jocelyn revealed that her ex-husband had hired PR experts and surgeons to tarnish her image, hoping it would help him in the divorce proceedings. Despite the controversies surrounding her appearance, Jocelyn has always firmly stated that her look is the result of her Swiss heritage, not excessive surgery. However, Jocelyn paid a high price for her pursuit of the perfect appearance, spending millions of dollars on surgeries, which ultimately led to her declaring bankruptcy. Jo Chuna, born in China in 2000, went through a tragic journey of physical transformation. As a child, she was bullied and ostracized for her appearance, which led her to seek comfort in the virtual world of social media. At the age of 13, Chuna began to transform herself into a living doll, with porcelain-like skin, large eyes, and an impossibly slender body. With the support of her parents, Chuna underwent a series of cosmetic surgeries to reshape herself. Chuna underwent a total of 100 surgeries within just 3 years, including rhinoplasty, eyelid surgery, cheek implants, breast augmentation, and rib removal. While her physical transformation brought her fame on social media platforms, she couldn't escape the severe health consequences. Her physical and mental health were greatly affected, suffering from chronic pain and infections. Despite having thousands of fans who admired her new look, the reality was that Chuna's life was slowly falling apart. In 2005, April, Brown, a cosmetic expert and fashion designer from Orange County, California, decided to get cosmetic injections to enhance her attractiveness. Instead of seeking a licensed professional, she chose an unlicensed doctor and opted for a cheap alternative. However, this doctor injected Brown's buttocks with an unregulated substance, claimed to be medical-grade silicone. After the injection, an investigation revealed that the substance was actually a mixture of dangerous chemicals, posing a serious health risk to her. This disastrous procedure caused Brown to endure intense pain and soon led to a severe infection. Despite undergoing multiple surgeries to remove the toxic substances, her body suffered significant damage. Eventually, the open wounds and decaying tissue that wouldn't heal forced doctors to amputate her limbs. The once dynamic fashion designer was left permanently disfigured and now relies on a wheelchair for the rest of her life. Amanda Lepore, a transgender model and performance artist, is a prime example of how cosmetic surgery can transform not only appearance, but also personal identity. Born as Armand Lepore, Amanda always felt out of sync with the gender she was assigned at birth. She began her transition as a teenager and found comfort in the image of Marilyn Monroe. Determined to escape the bullying she endured, Amanda embarked on her journey of cosmetic surgery, aiming to create a physical representation of her true self. She underwent numerous surgeries, including breast augmentation, silicone injections into her hips and buttocks, rhinoplasty rib removal to reduce her waist-lip enhancements, and cheek implants. The result was a curvaceous hourglass figure, plump lips, and high cheekbones, all contributing to her striking appearance. However, Amanda's transformation came at a heavy financial and physical cost. She spent over $1 million on surgeries, and some argue that her pursuit of perfection has become an obsession. Despite this, Amanda remains a strong advocate for body autonomy and self-expression, using her platform to challenge societal norms around beauty and gender. Hang Myoku's journey into the world of cosmetic surgery began in the 1990s with what seemed like a harmless decision to inject some Botox to erase wrinkles. However, this opened the door to an uncontrollable addiction to surgery. Myoku quickly sought out other procedures such as eyelid surgery, rhinoplasty, and jawline reshaping. At one point, Myoku began injecting cooking oil into her face, believing it would smooth out wrinkles and maintain youthful, smooth skin. The results were disastrous, as the cooking oil caused severe infections, leading to her face swelling and becoming distorted. She then had to undergo a series of reconstructive surgeries, during which doctors removed 60 green of silicone oil from her face and 200 green from her neck. The permanent damage and facial distortion shattered her dream of becoming a model. However, Miyoko's story garnered public attention, with viewers calling for donations to help fund her reconstructive surgeries. Monique Allen is a tragic example of how cosmetic surgery can turn into an obsession. What started as a quest to improve herself ultimately became a vicious cycle she couldn't escape. Monique endured a total of 100 surgeries to reshape her body, driven by an increasingly strong desire to transform, but behind that determination lay a sense of desperation. She underwent 75 surgeries, injected 12 ml of fillers into her body, had 24 nose surgeries, and 9 breast augmentations. However, Monique's relentless pursuit came at a high price, with her health deteriorating. The once vibrant woman became a fragile shell of herself, trapped in a never-ending cycle of new surgeries to correct the complications from previous ones. Monique has openly expressed regret for becoming so consumed by cosmetic surgery, as the procedures have ruined her natural beauty. Now she lives with deep emotional scars, unable to move without assistance. Vishal Thakkar, a successful entrepreneur, decided to undergo rhinoplasty in 2006 to improve his appearance. Despite being a confident man, Vishal harbored a deep insecurity about his nose. He sought out a reputable cosmetic surgeon in Mumbai, India, hoping to enhance the shape of his nose. However, the surgery turned into a disaster when the doctor made excessive interventions, removing much of the cartilage and bone from his nose. When he woke up, Vishal couldn't believe his eyes. His nose had been almost entirely removed, leaving a large hole in his face. Feelings of despair and disappointment began to overwhelm Vishal. He faced a painful chain reaction of physical and emotional consequences, from constant infections and difficulty breathing to a profound sense of loss. His life began to unravel as he lost his job, and his marriage also fell apart. Vishal, once a man full of confidence, had now become a shadow of himself, all because of a surgery meant to boost his confidence and improve his appearance. Raji Nari Singh, a transgender actress and activist, became a victim of predatory practices in the cosmetic surgery industry. In her effort to achieve a more feminine appearance, Raji sought out an unlicensed doctor known as the Duchess to undergo a series of black market injections. Instead of using safe silicone, this doctor injected her with a dangerous mixture of cement tire adhesive superglue and mineral oil. As a result, Raji's body became grotesquely deformed, with hard lumps and distorted facial features, turning her once soft face into a stiff, rigid shell. Not only did she suffer physically, but Raji also faced immense psychological pain upon realizing that her identity and image had been erased. She became a stark example of the dangers that come with seeking cheap solutions and the lack of oversight in cosmetic surgery. Raji endured tremendous pain from these procedures, but she did not give up. She was determined to correct these mistakes by undergoing 4 surgeries within 7 weeks to remove the toxic fillers from her lips, eyelids, chin, and cheeks. However, the damage still haunted her, particularly the stubborn lumps on her chest and buttocks. Raji's story serves as a warning about the potential dangers of opting for black market surgeries. Sahar Tabar, a viral Instagram sensation in Iran, shocked the world when she claimed to have undergone 50 surgeries to resemble her idol Angelina Jolie. Her photos featuring sunken cheeks, a sharp nose, and unusually large lips quickly spread across social media. However, the truth behind these photos stunned everyone when Sahar revealed that her extreme appearance was actually the result of makeup and digital editing. She admitted to undergoing some surgeries, including rhinoplasty, lip filler injections, and liposuction, but denied the massive number of surgeries that people had speculated about. However, Sahar's story didn't end there, as she was arrested in Iran on charges of blasphemy, inciting violence, and encouraging corruption among the youth. After being released on bail, she expressed regret for her actions. Sahar's story serves as a testament to the dangers of blindly pursuing beauty and the consequences it can bring. So you've joined us in exploring Sahar Tabar's tumultuous journey with cosmetic surgery. This story really makes us think about the impact of changing one's appearance in today's society. What are your thoughts on beauty and its limits? Share your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss any other intriguing stories. Pete Burns, the lead singer of the band Dead or Alive, became famous for his unique appearance and the hit song, "You Spin Me Round Like a Record." However, his journey with cosmetic surgery took a tragic turn. Pete began with rhinoplasty in the 1980s, but dissatisfied with the results, he continued to seek more surgeries to alter his appearance. Over time, he underwent a series of procedures, including lip injections, cheek implants, and multiple nose surgeries. By 2006, Pete appeared on the show Celebrity Big Brother, and viewers were shocked to see his face severely deformed, swollen, and misshapen. Pete admitted to being addicted to cosmetic surgery and revealed that he had undergone more than 300 procedures. However, this pursuit of perfection had a tragic ending when Pete passed away suddenly in 2016 from a heart attack at the age of 57. Pete Burns' story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of overindulging in cosmetic surgery. Jordan James Park, also known as the King of Lips, is a British Instagram influencer. He has spent over $170,000 on cosmetic surgery to transform himself into a likeness of Kim Kardashian. His journey of changing his appearance began when he was just 17 years old and became obsessed with the idea of looking like the famous reality TV star. Over the years, Park has undergone numerous surgeries, including lip fillers, cheek fillers, jawline contouring, and multiple nose surgeries. While Park's appearance transformation has garnered praise from his fans, he has also faced significant criticism for promoting unrealistic beauty standards and encouraging others to undergo risky procedures. Park remains committed to his goal of resembling Kim Kardashian and has even stated that he plans to continue surgeries in the future, including possibly having rib removal to achieve a smaller waist. Park's story is a prime example of an obsession with appearance and the decisions that can lead to serious consequences in life. Kimberly McCormick, a 65-year-old woman from Washington, had a nightmare experience when she decided to go to Mexico for cosmetic surgery. Previously, she had successfully undergone weight loss surgery at a bariatric center in Mexico and then decided to return for a breast augmentation and skin removal surgery. However, when she woke up from the surgery, she was shocked to discover that the surgeon had improperly performed the breast implant procedure, leading to serious complications. Kimberly's story serves as a cautionary tale of the potential risks when seeking cheap and unsafe cosmetic surgery solutions, especially when performed at substandard facilities. The outcome of the surgery led to severe physical and emotional damage. Kimberly suffered from a severe infection and had to seek additional treatment upon returning to the United States, while also dealing with permanent scarring and irreparable damage. Her story serves as a wake-up call for those seeking to change their appearance through surgery without ensuring safety and obtaining clear consent from a qualified doctor. In 2010, Renee Talley, a former Las Vegas stripper, decided to undergo buttock and breast augmentation surgeries in hopes of improving her appearance and boosting her career. However, instead of achieving the desired results, these surgeries turned into a nightmare. The silicone injected into Talley's buttocks began to shift, causing intense pain and resulting in an uneven, lumpy appearance. The silicone not only affected her buttocks, but also spread to other parts of her body, including her back and legs, forming painful hard lumps under her skin. Despite undergoing multiple corrective surgeries to remove the silicone and repair the damage, Talley continued to face disfigurement and chronic pain. Her story was documented on the show Botched, where doctors successfully removed her implants, providing relief from her pain. However, the dimples left by the implants remain an unavoidable part of her painful journey. Talley became a prime example of the serious consequences of cosmetic surgery abuse, especially when performed by unqualified individuals. Celso Santibanez, a man from Brazil, decided to begin his journey of transforming his appearance at a very young age with the desire to achieve an ageless beauty resembling a Ken doll. Since the age of 16, Celso felt an unusual connection between himself and plastic statues, leading him to embark on a transformation journey with the goal of becoming a living version of Ken. He invested over $50,000 in cosmetic procedures, undergoing multiple surgeries to reshape his nose, chin, and jaw, as well as treatments to maintain youthful skin. With his relentless efforts, Celso attracted the attention of the online community, becoming a viral sensation with shocking photos. However, his career came to an abrupt end when he was diagnosed with leukemia, a rare form of blood cancer. This disease weakened his immune system, compounded by complications from hydrogel fillers, leaving his body unable to fight off illness. Despite his perfect appearance, Celso passed away at the age of 21. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the price one pays in the pursuit of perfect beauty. Carol Bryan, an active and successful woman, decided to undergo what seemed like a low-risk procedure in 2009 to smooth her skin and improve her appearance. However, this seemingly harmless surgery led to an unimaginable disaster. The result of the surgery caused severe complications, leaving Carol to face prolonged pain and discomfort. Carol's skin began to deteriorate, and her face gradually became a distorted mask unrecognizable from the person she once was. The physical pain worsened when she lost vision in one eye due to the filler shifting and putting pressure on her optic nerve. She endured deep physical and emotional trauma, losing her identity and the life she once knew. Carol's story serves as a warning about the hidden risks of undergoing cosmetic procedures without ensuring safety and precision. Despite seeking treatments to address the issues arising from the surgery, Carol was unable to fully recover. Her story serves as an example that even cosmetic procedures considered safe can carry unforeseen risks. A Russian model known for lucrative brand contracts and runway appearances decided to pursue an ideal appearance through over 20 cosmetic procedures. While most of the surgeries were successful, her pursuit of perfection led to a disaster when her cheek and lip augmentations went wrong. As a result, her face became unrecognizable, causing her to lose her career and struggle with a deep sense of loss. The story of this model reflects an increasingly common phenomenon in society, where many individuals strive to change their appearance to meet the beauty standards promoted by modern society. However, cosmetic surgery doesn't always yield the desired results, and undergoing such procedures can have serious and irreversible consequences. Reid, the Hollywood star famous for her roles in films like American Pie and Van Wilder, faced a major career setback in 2004. At the peak of her career, she decided to undergo breast implants and body contouring surgery in hopes of improving her figure and boosting her confidence. However, the results of these procedures left her body disfigured, with the implants misplaced and her skin becoming wrinkled. Tara's story became a hot topic in the media as photos of her botched surgeries spread widely. Not only was her career severely impacted, but Tara also had to face deep physical and emotional trauma. She struggled with chronic pain infections and damaged self-esteem. From a rising star, Tara watched her career and life unravel, all because of one decision regarding cosmetic surgery. Donatella Versace, the famous fashion designer and sister of the late Gianni Versace, became known for her platinum blonde hair, bold fashion choices, and ageless appearance. However, her eternal look has been the subject of much speculation and criticism over the years. Although Donatella has never confirmed the extent of her cosmetic surgeries, industry experts have pointed out clear signs of aesthetic interventions. Her skin appears unnaturally smooth and taut, leading many to question the procedures she may have undergone. Donatella's story is a prime example of the pursuit of ageless beauty in the fashion industry and the societal expectations placed on celebrities to maintain an ideal appearance. However, as with other examples, cosmetic surgery carries its own risks and unpredictable consequences. Mickey Rourke, the actor famous for his roles in 9 and 1-2 Weeks, and Angel Heart experienced a cosmetic disaster after transitioning to a boxing career in the early 1990s. During his matches, he sustained severe injuries, including a broken nose and cheekbones, along with a torn tongue. He then underwent a series of reconstructive surgeries to repair the damage. However, the results of these surgeries were completely contrary to his expectations. Mickey's face became swollen and distorted, leaving him unable to recognize himself. The actor openly expressed his dissatisfaction with the results, even saying that he had gone to the wrong doctor. Despite the significant changes to his appearance, Mickey continued his acting career, showcasing his new look in films like The Wrestler and Sin City. He also became a vocal critic of the pressure actor's face in maintaining a youthful appearance. In October 2018, Laura Isla, a 36-year-old real estate agent living in Dallas, Texas, took a risky trip to Mexico for a nose job and breast augmentation. However, her journey quickly turned into a tragedy when she faced a terrible accident during anesthesia. Laura suffered severe brain damage, fell into a coma, and was eventually transferred to a hospital in El Paso, Texas. Doctors discovered that she had experienced multiple heart stoppages and had gone without oxygen for an extended period of time. Despite receiving round-the-clock medical care, Laura never regained consciousness, and her family was forced to make the heartbreaking decision to remove her from life support. She passed away on November 24, 2018, just days before her 37th birthday. Laura's story serves as a cautionary tale about the potential risks of undergoing cosmetic surgery at unregulated and unlicensed facilities. Joan Van Ark. The actress, renowned for her roles in Dallas and Knots Landing, has undergone a notable journey with cosmetic surgery as signs of aging became apparent on her face. Although Joan has not publicly confirmed the extent of her cosmetic procedures, recent photos reveal a significant change in her appearance. Some experts note that Joan's skin appears overly taut and her cheeks look swollen, signs often associated with the use of fillers. In the entertainment industry, where a youthful appearance is highly valued, many actresses feel pressured to maintain a natural beauty and conceal signs of aging. However, Joan Van Ark's cosmetic surgery journey has sparked debates about the immense pressure women in the industry face to uphold a flawless appearance despite the natural changes in their bodies over time. Thank you for watching. As we've seen, these shocking plastic surgery stories highlight the risks that come with altering one's appearance. While the pursuit of beauty is personal, it's important to remember the potential dangers involved and always prioritize safety and consultation with trusted professionals. What are your thoughts on these extreme transformations? Have you ever considered plastic surgery yourself? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more shocking stories. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family to raise awareness about the risks of plastic surgery. Until next time, stay informed, stay safe, and keep exploring. Think back to those stars who were once irreplaceable icons of your childhood, the dazzling faces frequently gracing magazine covers with beauty that seemed almost perfect and immortal. They were the ideal models representing a glorious era of Hollywood. But time is an unforgiving force, and by 2024, the images of many of them have changed in ways that are almost unbelievable. Those familiar smiles now carry an unfamiliar feeling, making us wonder what really happened. Is it merely the consequence of age and misguided cosmetic decisions? Or on a deeper level, is it a manifestation of a quiet battle between fame, public pressure, and the fear of being forgotten? Choices that seemed harmless have led to irreversible consequences. Today's video will take you behind the scenes into a world where regrets, wounds, and priceless lessons are laid bare through the faces that were once admired by the world. If you find this story interesting and want to learn more, leave a comment with the number 1. If not, leave a comment with the number 0. Don't forget to share the video and comment your thoughts below to let us know what you think. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any other exciting videos. Now let's dive into the story. Jennifer Grey was once a Hollywood icon known for her charm and distinctive feature, her nose, which became a signature look in the classic film Dirty Dancing. That nose wasn't just a recognizable trait, it was a symbol that set her apart in the entertainment world. However, under the relentless pressure from her mother and others in the industry, Jennifer decided to undergo nose surgery in 1989. Initially, she hoped this would be a step towards further career success, but things unfolded in the complete opposite direction. The first surgery, although seemingly straightforward, resulted in Jennifer losing the very feature that defined her unique brand. Her face changed so drastically that she became almost unrecognizable. Hollywood seemed to turn its back on her, and only the faintest shadow of the former star remained. The big doors closed, leaving behind an invisible and lonely space where Jennifer felt like an outsider lost in the midst of a glamorous yet cold city. The second surgery only worsened the situation, causing Jennifer's career to completely collapse. She admitted that she walked into the operating room with a glow of fame, but emerged with the label of being anonymous. From a promising star, Jennifer Grey became a cautionary tale about the tough decisions in the cutthroat world of entertainment, where the desire for perfection turned into an endless nightmare. Lisa Rinna, a standout star of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, was once known for her captivating beauty and radiant smile. As her acting career was on the rise, Lisa decided to get silicone lip injections to enhance her appeal. However, this decision turned into a tragic turning point for her. At just 24 years old, she made a choice that she would later describe as the dumbest decision of her life. Instead of enhancing her natural beauty, the silicone injections caused Lisa's lips to become oversized, distorted, and unrecognizable. On the Today Show, she opened up about the heartbreak of seeing her once alluring feature turn into a subject of ridicule, costing her many valuable acting opportunities. Major roles slipped away, replaced by minor parts as her career slowly buried itself under the shadow of her altered appearance. Though Lisa later underwent surgery to remove the silicone, the damage to her image and emotions had deeply impacted her life. She admitted that when you change your face, you lose a part of yourself, and the once beautiful Hollywood dreams can turn into a haunting reality. Lisa's story serves as a cautionary tale for anyone who ever dreamed of perfect beauty without fully understanding the high price it would cost. Lil' Kim, the queen of rap with brilliant milestones in the global music scene, once won a Grammy and transformed the landscape of female hip-hop. However, her journey wasn't just filled with glittering success, but also a series of struggles with her own image. Lil' Kim underwent multiple cosmetic surgeries that altered her appearance to the point of near unrecognizability, raising big questions about the price of fame. In a 2005 interview, Lil' Kim admitted that getting a nose job was just the beginning of a painful series of changes following a personal upheaval with her ex-boyfriend. Beauty experts have also suggested that she underwent several complex procedures, including skin bleaching with strong acids or creams, as well as cheek fillers. These transformations not only altered her physical appearance, but also had a profound impact on her career and public image. The transformation in her appearance caused fans to gradually lose sight of the talented rap artist they once admired, and Lil' Kim's music was overshadowed by gossip about her looks. Ultimately, she felt disconnected from the audience and community that had once supported her. All of this stemmed from an unrelenting pursuit of perfection, which turned Lil' Kim into a stranger to herself, a tragedy that many other stars have also faced. Lara Flynn Boyle was once the symbol of mysterious beauty and power through her role in Twin Peaks. In the early 2000s, she became a living testament to the harsh price that fame, aging, and cosmetic surgery can exact. The sharp, harmonious features that once defined her began to change, especially her lips, which developed unnaturally and sparked controversy. This transformation lasted for years, becoming a constant topic of discussion, while her career slowly declined, with her taking on only small guest roles on television. Lara openly admitted that her fear of aging and the pressure to maintain a perfect image in the Hollywood industry deeply influenced her decision to alter her appearance. She shared that she had never been mentally prepared to grow old and had once been a confident, radiant beauty on screen. However, it was this obsession that led her into a cycle of cosmetic surgeries, ultimately resulting in a completely different image, prompting the public and filmmakers to question her choices. As a result, Lara Flynn Boyle became a tragic example of women caught between the fear of aging and the price they pay for altering their appearance. Her career was deeply affected, her fame faded, and despite once being a shining star in Hollywood, she is now but a shadow of her former self. Her story serves as a painful reminder of the consequences that come with the relentless pursuit of perfection. The choices she made left her as a cautionary tale, a symbol of how the pressure to maintain a flawless image can ultimately destroy the very essence that made her a beloved figure. Once celebrated for her unique beauty, she now represents the heartbreaking aftermath of cosmetic surgery's toll on both identity and career. Michael Jackson, the undisputed king of pop, will always be remembered for his groundbreaking music and global influence. However, before his sudden passing, his career went through a tumultuous phase, largely due to the shocking changes in his appearance that seemed beyond his control. Failed cosmetic surgeries turned his look into a subject of ridicule for the media and the public. There were rumors that Michael Jackson underwent multiple nose surgeries and even bleached his skin, although he always claimed that his lighter complexion was due to a skin condition called vitiligo. The drastic changes in his face shocked and saddened his fans, even though he continuously stated that the surgeries were meant to improve his health and performance ability. Experts have analyzed that he suffered permanent nasal collapse after too many surgeries, turning the image of a music legend into a chaotic spectacle. These physical transformations became a symbol of Michael Jackson's inner struggle and his obsession with perfection. Once the most beloved idol in the music world, he watched as his image crumbled in front of millions of fans. His untimely death only added to the tragedy of a star who had self-destructed through his constant, relentless changes. Vivica, a beloved Hollywood actress in the 1990s, once shone in films like Shut It Down and Two Can Play That Game. With her radiant smile and timeless beauty, she was widely admired. However, her career took a heartbreaking turn when she chose to undergo cosmetic surgery and beauty procedures such as a nose job and fillers, all in an attempt to maintain her allure in the unforgiving entertainment industry. Vivica's appearance changed far beyond expectations, causing the distinctive features that once defined her to nearly disappear. Fans and casting directors were stunned by her new look, and as a result, acting roles began to become scarce, and her career slowed down significantly. The bright days of her success slowly turned into a regrettable silence as she faced the harsh reality of unwanted transformation. Ultimately, Vivica admitted her deep regret over her cosmetic choices. She realized that these procedures not only changed her appearance, but also altered the way the world perceived her. Vivica's story serves as a warning for those chasing perfect beauty without anticipating the consequences of broken heart behind the Hollywood glamour. Dana Delany, beloved for her role in Desperate Housewives, had a career that seemed unstoppable. However, everything changed after she decided to try Botox to maintain her youthful appearance after the show ended. Initially, her dermatologist was very confident in the results, and the Botox injection to her forehead went smoothly. Unfortunately, the procedure inadvertently hit an important nerve, causing a large hematoma. Delany later revealed that the nerve had died, causing her right eye to droop. This injury not only affected her appearance, but also led to a serious disruption in her career. Although Dana eventually returned to the screen, the long-term damage deeply impacted her confidence and public image. Her once promising career was destroyed by this costly and painful decision. She went from a shining star to a living cautionary tale about the risks and severe consequences of unfortunate cosmetic procedures. Tara Reid, once the iconic face of Hollywood and the poster girl for the American Pie franchise, had a promising acting career. Her beauty was once a symbol of allure and success. However, everything began to change after she started undergoing a series of cosmetic surgeries in pursuit of perfection. Tara underwent multiple complex procedures, including breast implants and liposuction, but the results turned into a disaster. One surgery caused her to suffer from a serious hernia near her belly button, distorting her body and severely impacting her health. Tara later shared that she could no longer wear a bikini because the injuries left her with a loss of the confidence and allure she once had. The damage didn't stop at the physical level. It also had a profound impact on her career. Tara was no longer considered for leading roles and could only land small, less notable projects. She admitted that while she was once praised by everyone, she now faced the harsh reality of being an outcast in Hollywood, haunted and fearful of the next cosmetic surgery. Kenny Rogers, the country music legend with a soothing voice that captivated millions, had to endure a deep personal tragedy far beyond the spotlight. Known for his timeless hits, his decision to undergo cosmetic surgery in an attempt to reverse the signs of aging would lead to a lifetime of regret. In a candid 2012 interview with Gayle King of CBS, Kenny shared, "I tried to hide from myself. You look at yourself and ask whether things could be better if you did this or that. As you get older, you can't escape the haunting question of your appearance." He added that living with these changes meant struggling with the reflection in the mirror. Although his voice remained unchanged, his confidence crumbled due to the unintended physical changes. Instead of enhancing his career, the surgeries plunged him into chaos. During his farewell tour in 2018, Kenny canceled several performances due to health issues, with rumors linking them to the aftermath of his cosmetic procedures. He tragically passed away in 2020, leaving behind a remarkable musical legacy and the heartbreaking story of a man who sought to improve his appearance but lost far more than he ever anticipated. Mickey Rourke was once an up-and-coming star in Hollywood, but everything changed when he lost his looks and nearly his entire career. After stepping away from acting in the early 90s to pursue a boxing career, Rourke found success in the ring. However, the physical toll of the sport left scars on his face, creating injuries that could not be healed through conventional methods. Desperate to heal, he began undergoing numerous surgeries, but most of these procedures only made things worse. Rourke admitted that he went to the wrong surgeon and his condition continued to deteriorate. He had broken his nose twice and required 5 surgeries to repair it, including fixing his fractured cheekbones. These surgeries, though temporary, devastated his prospects and dealt a major blow to Rourke's career. Despite years of struggle, Rourke began to regain his balance. However, the scars, both physical and emotional, remain a constant reminder of the price he paid to pursue his passions and ambitions. The challenges he faced have left a deep mark, and this journey has become an inseparable part of the story of Mickey Rourke's life and career. Meg Ryan, once the epitome of America's sweetheart, has now become a symbol of a tragic story about lost beauty and a shattered career. She became famous for unforgettable roles in Sleepless in Seattle, and When Harry Met Sally, captivating millions with her charm and relatability. However, around 2003, everything began to change as her appearance altered, and so did the public's perception of her. Her marriage to Dennis Quaid ended, and Ryan had to face intense media scrutiny not only over her personal life, but also because of the drastic changes in her appearance to the point where fans no longer recognized her. Experts pointed to a series of procedures, including cheek fillers, a nose job, Botox, and even a facelift, all of which contributed to this dramatic transformation. These changes created a shift that made her unrecognizable, diminishing the image she had carefully built throughout her career. The consequences of these changes, coupled with the public's harsh reaction, forced Ryan to retreat from the spotlight. The image of the beloved girl next door vanished, replaced by a figure who, despite her efforts, could no longer connect with the audience. The emotional and professional cost of these surgeries was unimaginable, with her career left in the shadows of regret, and a woman whose beauty had become a burden to herself. Melanie Griffith was once one of Hollywood's most beloved actresses, winning an Oscar for The Working Girl in 1988 and becoming a symbol of the 80s. But everything began to unravel in the mid-90s when she decided to undergo facial cosmetic surgery. Sources revealed that Griffith had lip fillers and a facelift which significantly altered her defining features. As the changes began to spread, both the public and the media couldn't hold back their judgment, and her career suffered heavy losses. In an emotional interview, Griffith admitted to Porter magazine that the intense scrutiny made her no longer want to face the public. Feeling broken, she sought help from a new doctor who tried to correct the previous damage, but the harm had already been done. Griffith's career never returned to its former glory, and she became a tragic example of Hollywood's obsession with youth and perfection. If you find this story fascinating, don't forget to share the video and comment your thoughts below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss other exciting videos. Now let's continue the story. Joan Van Ark, the star beloved for her memorable role in Knots Landing, was once an icon of beauty and talent. With her elegant looks and captivating presence, she became a familiar face on the small screen for many years. However, the pressure to maintain her beauty in the face of time's relentless march led Joan to seek out cosmetic procedures. Starting in the late 2000s, she underwent surgeries like facelifts, Botox injections, and brow lifts, hoping to preserve the radiant glow of her prime. But the results of those interventions did not meet her expectations. Instead of improvement, her face gradually became stiff and unnatural like an expressionless mask. The contours of her jawline and neck also became unfamiliar, making it difficult for the public to recognize the beloved star of the past. The change in her appearance quickly caught the attention of both the audience and the media. From that point, her career began to unravel. In 2005, Joan was unexpectedly removed from the cast of The Young and the Restless, a painful milestone in her artistic journey. Major roles gradually disappeared, replaced by insignificant supporting parts that left no lasting impression. Once a symbol of American television, Joan now lives in regret, quietly retreating from the spotlight. For someone who once made millions of hearts flutter, losing herself through failed surgeries is a pain too difficult to put into words. In her eyes, one can sense the devastation, not just of her career, but of a woman who once shined brightly but no longer recognizes herself. Jamie Lee Curtis was once an icon of allure, boldness, and strong personality on the big screen. With classic roles in Halloween and Trading Places, she solidified her place in the hearts of fans. But like many other stars, Jamie also faced pressure from the expectations of an ageless appearance. To combat the signs of aging in 2002, she decided to undergo cosmetic procedures like liposuction, Botox injections, and fat removal under her eyes, hoping to preserve her youthful beauty. Unfortunately, those expectations quickly turned into disappointment. Instead of the fresh, vibrant look she had hoped for, she felt alienated in her own body. The features that were once natural now seemed artificial, and this deeply affected her mental well-being. In a candid conversation, Jamie admitted that she felt trapped in a cycle of frustration, each adjustment causing her to lose a bit more of her true self. The insecurities about her appearance made her feel out of place on set, a place that was once her familiar territory. Realizing that she had lost the most precious thing herself, Jamie decided to stop all cosmetic interventions and return to her natural appearance. She chose to be honest with herself, and this journey brought her true liberation. Although the chapter of surgery is a sad part of her life, it does not define the remarkable career that Jamie Lee Curtis has built. On the contrary, her courage in facing her mistakes has made her a role model for those who have ever sacrificed themselves in the pursuit of beauty standards. Cher, the pop goddess with a unique voice and unmistakable style, was once the embodiment of confidence and defiance of all limits. For decades, she not only shaped music but also became a beauty icon with her bold and personal fashion. However, in a moment of vulnerability, Cher decided to undergo breast augmentation to perfect her appearance. Yet instead of providing the confidence she expected, the surgery turned into an obsession. Cher described the experience as a nightmare. Her body was no longer the same, and everything seemed to spiral out of control. The implants were disproportionate, making her feel like she was turning into a distorted version of herself. This had a severe impact on her mental state and confidence. From someone who always owned the stage, she began to shy away from public appearances, avoid looking in the mirror, and lost the sense of safety in her own skin. Even for someone as renowned for her strength as Cher, this shock was too overwhelming. Although she had openly admitted to undergoing cosmetic procedures, Cher never anticipated having to face such severe consequences. For a long time afterward, she lived in self-doubt, dreading every public appearance. But those difficult months taught her that true beauty doesn't come from artificial interventions, but from accepting and loving oneself. With her strong will, Cher gradually overcame that dark period and continued to be an inspiration to millions, not for her appearance, but for her resilience and authenticity. Daryl Hannah was once one of Hollywood's brightest stars, especially with her role as the mermaid in Splash, a symbol of gentle beauty and natural charm. She captivated audiences not only with her acting talent, but also with her unique beauty, both delicate and alluring. However, over time, her shine began to fade as her face underwent noticeable changes. Her unusually swollen cheeks, abnormally plump lips, and eyes that once sparkled now looked different, leaving many surprised. Despite widespread rumors, Daryl Hannah always denied having undergone any cosmetic procedures. She insisted that the changes were simply the result of natural aging. However, her face told a different story, a story that the audience and media couldn't ignore. Once a star who frequently landed lead roles, Hannah gradually found herself excluded from important parts. The major opportunities became fewer, replaced by fleeting minor appearances no longer holding the same allure as before. Sadly, her once brilliant career is now just a beautiful memory for those who once admired her. The changes in her appearance combined with the unforgiving nature of the entertainment industry led to her seeming to fade into obscurity. From a cinematic icon, Daryl Hannah became a heartbreaking example of the cost of pressure, insecurity, and the desire to hold on to the spotlight. Her journey serves as a poignant reminder no one is immune to change, not even the stars who were once admired by the world. Scott Thompson, better known by his nickname Carrot Top, was once the name that brought laughter to millions with his unique sense of humor and distinctive bright red hair. He became famous for his energetic performances and impromptu comedic style. However, over time, his appearance began to change dramatically with an excessively muscular body, a stiff and altered face leaving fans shocked. Rumors about Botox fillers and steroid use began to surface more frequently. Fans began to question whether this was the result of fame's pressure or a journey of losing touch with himself. In a rare 2015 interview, Scott humorously denied ever undergoing cosmetic surgery, saying, "If I had surgery, I'd definitely look better than this." While his denial was playful, the truth remained that his increasingly altered appearance made it hard for many to recognize the charming comedian he once was. A portion of the public began to feel uncomfortable with his new look, believing it had taken away the warmth and approachability he once had. Nevertheless, it's undeniable that Scott has maintained a steady career in Las Vegas with a loyal following. However, the cost of his physical transformation has been significant. It has led him to be associated with the image of not being himself. In an entertainment industry that constantly chases ideals, Scott Thompson seems to have become a symbol of losing direction amidst fame, vanity, and the pressure to maintain an image. His story offers a different perspective on the sacrifices made in the glamorous world. Yolanda Hadid, a former model and star of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, was once admired for her regal beauty and luxurious lifestyle. As the mother of two internationally famous supermodels, Gigi and Bella Hadid, Yolanda always appeared with a flawless image representing success and modern beauty. However, behind the glamour were years of painful struggle as she battled chronic Lyme disease. While enduring physical suffering, she also faced the pressure to maintain her appearance in a world that places great importance on beauty. Driven by the desire to maintain her appearance, Yolanda underwent several cosmetic procedures, including breast implants, fillers, and Botox. However, as her health condition worsened, she realized that what were considered beauty enhancements were actually weakening her body. In an emotional Instagram post, Yolanda shared that these procedures had made her feel alienated from herself. She decided to abandon all of them, choosing to return to her natural beauty, hoping to reconnect with the true person who had been concealed for too long by artificial layers. Yolanda's decision was not just a journey of physical recovery, but also a powerful statement of self-acceptance. Despite being a public figure, she was unafraid to share her pain and true emotions, a rarity in the often superficial world of entertainment. Yolanda's story serves as a painful reminder of a harsh truth: beauty can be a source of pride, but it can also become a burden if we don't learn to truly love ourselves. Her journey back to natural beauty is a moving reminder of the true value of authenticity in a society filled with pressure to conform to external ideals. Courtney Love was once the rebellious soul of the 90s grunge music scene, a woman standing center stage with a fierce voice, bold style, and an unmistakable personality. As the wife of the legendary Kurt Cobain, Courtney was not only a music icon, but also a symbol of defiance, innovation, and honesty. However, over the years, Courtney's face began to change dramatically, transitioning from the raw beauty of grunge to a Hollywood-style appearance that felt completely unfamiliar. Courtney openly admitted to having a nose job and using lip fillers, changes that completely altered the features that once made her uniquely captivating. Although she maintained her artistic spirit, the changes in her appearance made it difficult for many fans to reconnect with the Courtney they once admired. She has since expressed regret for allowing these cosmetic interventions to overshadow her distinctive persona. These choices have to some extent dulled the raw and authentic legacy she had once built. Courtney Love's transformation is not just about physical changes. It also symbolizes the immense pressure women in the entertainment industry face as they move beyond their prime. Once a figure of rebellion, she has become a testament to the cost of trying to conform to mainstream beauty standards. Courtney remains an artist, continuing to contribute to music and art, but her new appearance always serves as a reminder of a wild past that has now faded. Donatella Versace, the powerful woman behind the iconic fashion empire Versace, was once a symbol of allure and luxurious style. Alongside her late brother Gianni Versace, she helped redefine global high fashion standards. However, as Donatella's name grew in prominence, the spotlight also brought with it intense scrutiny, particularly concerning her appearance. The significant changes in her face over the years left the public both stunned and divided. Over time, Donatella's face changed drastically. From a strong yet harmonious beauty, she gradually took on a more rigid appearance with plump lips, a changed nose, and unnaturally taut skin. While she has only admitted to using Botox, many believe that her cosmetic interventions went beyond the limit. The public started to view her not just as a renowned designer, but as a testament to surgical abuse. Harsh media scrutiny poured in, gradually tarnishing her image in the eyes of many. Sadly, the changes in her appearance have caused Donatella, despite her intact talent and influence, to be overshadowed by endless gossip. The fashion legacy she helped build should have been the only thing mentioned, but now it is overshadowed by the shadow of her personal decisions. Donatella Versace's story is a clear example of the invisible pressure that successful women face when the expectations about beauty become an unshakable burden, despite their talent deserving to be remembered for something else. Adrienne Bailon, once a promising young star of Disney Channel and the girl group Cheetah Girls, left a mark on audiences with her dynamic, bright personality. However, few know that behind that confident image was a 19-year-old girl still filled with self-doubt. Adrienne decided to undergo breast augmentation at a young age, believing it would boost her confidence. However, the result was completely the opposite, making her feel disconnected from her own body. In a candid sharing in 2014, Adrienne confessed that the surgery made her look like a porn star rather than feeling mature and alluring. This decision came at a time when she was filming Cheetah Girls, surprising the producers and creating a tense atmosphere on set. Although she later had the implants removed, the psychological and emotional effects continued to haunt her. Adrienne recalled that while the scars on her body may fade, the emotional scars remain a bitter memory that she couldn't forget. That youthful mistake doesn't define Adrienne Bailon's entire life or career, but it became a significant chapter, a lesson she carries with her. In the harsh world of entertainment where beauty is often weighed too soon, Adrienne dared to face her mistakes and speak her truth. It is this honesty that makes her story stronger and more inspiring than ever. For many, she is not just a host or singer, but a symbol of learning to love oneself even after making wrong decisions. Priscilla Presley, the woman once admired for her timeless beauty and forever linked to the legend of Elvis Presley, captivated the world with her regal presence and classic beauty. However, by the 2000s, that face began to change in ways no one could have expected. In an attempt to maintain her youth, Priscilla underwent a filler procedure, but the horrifying truth was that the substance used was industrial-grade silicone, which was completely unauthorized for use on humans. The truth was uncovered when the doctor who performed the procedure, Daniel Serrano, an unlicensed practitioner, was arrested and sentenced to prison. The consequences of that disastrous surgery were horrific. Priscilla's face became swollen tumors, formed facial muscles were paralyzed, and deep permanent scars were left. She shared that after realizing she had fallen victim to a medical scam, her fear of fixing the damage became even greater as she worried that any further corrections would only make things worse. Although justice was eventually served with the conviction of Dr. Serrano, the consequences Priscilla had to endure were irreversible. The beauty icon of the past now lives with the painful aftermath of a wrong decision. Her story is not just a warning about the risks of believing in false promises, but also a valuable lesson about the trade-off between beauty and safety. In the eyes of her fans, Priscilla remains an icon, but now not only for her beauty, but also for her strength in facing tragedy and speaking out. Janice Dickinson was hailed as the first supermodel in the world, a symbol of beauty and fierce personality in the fashion industry of the 80s. Her sharp looks and bold confidence made her an irreplaceable icon on the runway. However, over time, Janice was caught in the brutal cycle of an industry where beauty was valued above everything else. The desire to preserve the glory of youth led her to choose cosmetic procedures that she later admitted were reckless and mistakes. Facelifts, Botox injections, eyelid lifts, and lip fillers all gradually became a familiar part of Janice's journey to preserve her beauty. However, over time, these procedures led to changes in her face, to the point where many found it hard to recognize her. In a candid moment, Janice admitted that her first surgery at the age of 32 marked the beginning of a series of decisions that caused her to slowly lose herself. The face that was once her trademark now carried deep sorrow and regret. What's even more heartbreaking is that the change didn't just come from the outside. It ran deep within the soul of a woman who once stood at the peak of her career. Janice experienced a sense of directionlessness, self-doubt, and emptiness, emotions often hidden behind the spotlight. Her story is a clear testament to the price many stars have to pay when trying to conform to the brutal standards of beauty. Yet from this very experience, Janice chose to speak out openly as a warning and as a step towards self-acceptance. Linda Evangelista, one of the unforgettable faces of the 90s, once said that she didn't get out of bed for less than $10,000 a day. Her cold, powerful beauty was once the standard that the fashion world admired. However, in 2021, Linda made a shocking return with a confession. A seemingly harmless beauty procedure had caused her to lose her facial appearance, livelihood, and confidence. Linda revealed that she underwent a procedure called cool sculpting, a body sculpting technique that freezes fat cells. Instead of providing the slim figure promised in the advertisements, her body reacted in the opposite way. The fat cells grew uncontrollably, leading to severe distortion. Linda's face changed so much that she no longer felt like herself. She fell into depression, avoided public appearances, and even struggled to recognize herself in the mirror. In an emotional revelation, she said, "I was left behind in the dark." Nevertheless, Linda made an effort to rise above the pain. She began sharing her story not to seek sympathy, but to speak up for the women who have been hurt by the pressures of beauty standards. From a model once living in the spotlight, Linda has now become a symbol of courage and authenticity. Her story serves as a reminder that true beauty is not found in perfection, but in the strength to face what cannot be changed. Joan Rivers was an undeniable name in American comedy and television. She was beloved for her bluntness, wit, and fearlessness in addressing sensitive topics, including herself. Joan openly admitted to undergoing hundreds of cosmetic surgeries, viewing them as part of her ongoing effort to maintain a youthful appearance in the harsh world of Hollywood. For Joan, beauty was not just a routine, but a long-running battle against time. However, behind the laughter and glamorous appearance was a soul filled with anxiety and pain. Her daughter, Melissa Rivers, later revealed that her mother used cosmetic procedures as a way to cope with insecurity and the pressures of her career. Though Joan made jokes about it on stage, she often doubted her true worth. Her jokes often concealed the truth that sometimes the person who makes others laugh is the one who is the most heartbroken. Joan Rivers' journey in pursuit of beauty ended tragically in 2014 when she suffered medical complications during a routine surgery. Her sudden death at the age of 81 shocked the public. The clinic where the procedure took place was later sued for not being transparent about the process. Joan's legacy is not only hundreds of hours of television and timeless comedic stories, but also a cautionary tale about how the pursuit of perfection can become a trap with no way out. Even after her passing, she reminds us that sometimes self-acceptance is the most beautiful thing. Marc Jacobs, one of the biggest icons in the fashion world, is known for his bold, creative designs that aren't afraid to push boundaries. As the founder of Marc Jacobs and former creative director of Louis Vuitton, he has left an indelible mark on the luxury industry. Not only does he express his personality through fashion, but Marc is also open about his personal life, particularly when it comes to decisions regarding his image and appearance. In 2021, Marc Jacobs attracted attention when he posted a photo of himself after undergoing a facelift on his personal Instagram account. His face was wrapped in bandages accompanied by a straightforward caption, "There's nothing shameful about vanity." The surgery, performed by renowned plastic surgeon Andrew Giacono, reportedly cost $50,000. For Jacobs, it wasn't just an attempt to enhance his appearance. It was a part of his journey to express himself as authentically as possible. What makes Marc Jacobs' story unique is not the fact that he had surgery, but his rare openness and transparency. Not shying away from public opinion or hiding his vanity, he chose to face the world with confidence. Rather than diminishing his fashion legacy, this action reinforced his image as a designer who lives authentically, speaks honestly, and inspires others to make choices for themselves, even in a world often filled with prejudice about age and appearance. Tori Spelling, the famous star of the series Beverly Hills 90210, was once the epitome of a youthful, sweet actress on American television. However, behind that perfect image lies a long and troubled story about cosmetic surgery. Tori revealed that she decided to undergo breast augmentation at a young age in hopes of boosting her confidence. However, that decision did not bring the satisfaction she expected, and instead it led to a series of consequences that she would have to face for many years to come.